Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, ProTech Dog Training. We got a big old thunder storm going on right now. We got no lightning. I don't know if there is lightning. It's daylight, so but you can hear it, right? It's going off, and then right away I'm worried about my little puppy. Okay, good boy, yay up, good boy, good, and keeping him out of that. So I'm trying to convey this to you because it's happening to me right now as it happens, that I go out and I hear the big thunder clap and it's go boom, 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 and I right away start worrying about my puppy, and I go out and check on him in the yard, and he's frantic, he's stressed, and you can see his body language. What the hell is this? You remember, this is only a 14-week-old puppy. He's a baby, okay? So this affects him very heavily. So the one thing that I have that most people don't have is I have Joker. Remember that dogs learn from the other dog's body language and their reactions, right? So Joker's body language is important. So right away, I grabbed his little play toy and I'm running around frantically, yay up, yay high, and I'm getting him in his drive. Drive is your friend, right? And then I'm trying to get Joker into it as well, because Joker's posture and his body language is something that this puppy will be watching, okay? You don't want a weak dog that's afraid of something like this to be around a young puppy like this, because he'll pick up on that negative behavior. And again, these guys are so receptive at this age, okay? It's something that is really critically important to you to make sure that this dog doesn't get branded like a firebrand and something that sticks into this, because he's in the imprint stage, right? Everything that happens to him, they're so sensitive at this age that this could stick with him for the rest of his life. Okay, so it's real important how you move through it. So I usually go drive as your friend. I get a little frantic. I start pulling sacks up, start trying to distract the dog, get the dog out of the worried state of mind and redirect his mind into something else. Okay. Now with this, what you just missed, you didn't hear the real thunder clapping, and what happened, it was right over the top of the trailer. You could feel it, right? You can feel that rumble, you can feel that big old clap, and it's pretty horrendous. So I right away started going crazy, yay up, going back and over the thing, trying to get into drive and get Joker to get into drive. Joker's been raised by me. He's used to this, right? So he's not that he's not immune to it. He's affected by it too, okay? All dogs are. So, but I know that Joker's body language is going to be stronger than most dogs, especially when I go into the pattern, with my reaction and how I deal with it, right? So 4th of July is coming up, guys. So this is kind of what got my mind on it. I wanted to kind of convey this to you guys, because you got to think about this. We have 4th of July, New Year's Day, all the different holidays that we have, and nowadays it's all wrapped up in people being stupid with their friggin' fireworks, and the part of society that really affects our dogs, right? So what I generally do, let's say, is 4th of July. How am I going to handle the 4th of July knowing it's coming up? First off, I'm going to be acutely aware of it and be prepared. I'm going to stay home. I don't go anywhere and go partying and leave my dogs at home, okay? Because to me, that's an opportunity for training, and it's something that I have to be responsible for to get my dogs through the best way that I can, because I don't want to be affected by loud noises and big bangs and all this stuff that stresses them out. One, I want them to not have to feel that stressed, and I don't want them to get into other stress related reactionary type of things that happen, okay? Dogs can be so stressed out by that they start chewing on themselves. There's all kinds of outlet neurosis that come from fear of loud noises and big old thunder claps and all this stuff that we got to deal with the 4th of July and New Year's Day and all this stuff, right? So drive is my friend. I always usually take them in a drive. 4th of July, I will be prepared, like I said, ahead of time, and I will get music, and I will figure out what I'm going to play on the TV, and I'll try to drown that sound out that may be around me, right? And then I'll always go into drive, and I'll be making them a little bit more secure, and trying to get them through it with the attitude of redirecting their worried state of mind into something else. That's my answer. There's one lady that's I can't think of her title, but she's real good, and she has a really good primer, a really good overview of all the different stuff on dealing with noise aversion, right? And I'm trying to think what her name is, and she probably will post soon in regards to this. I'll be able to pick it up and give it back to you guys. It's an excellent resource. She's done a great job. She's picked it apart, you know what I mean? this is how I deal with it. And the big thing is the same way that I handle fear of environmental. I get that little na-na, and I make sure the dog doesn't ever go into that worried state of mind. I don't let them lock into something and let their head go into being worried about something and create an imprint in their mind that now it has to be something that I have to fix. I try to keep them out of it. So that's why I'm always talking about that little na-na with young puppies, right? I get them into that na-na. Good boy, good, yay! Now watch the dog's body language. Good boy, it's going now, it's rumbling. And he feels it. You can feel it in the air. It's there, right? So we want to keep him distracted and keep him not worried about it as much and take his head to another place until he becomes familiar with it and he can deal with it a little better, okay? Age is going to help that. I really feel, they're always talking about dogs' nerve, right? Nerve. When they're young, they don't have much. They have a lot more fear tendencies because Mother Nature gives them this fear to protect them from other things, right? We've got to work them through that. We've got to build them in the right way so that maturity comes into place. And with maturity and the way you're working the dog, they start to get a little bit more accustomed to it and they can handle it, right? So that's what I've just done with Eros. I've right away got into the drive. I've tried to redirect his mind, getting him out of the worried state of mind, and then I'm using Joker to try to get him into the same thing so that Joker's body language is something he picks up on, and this becomes a response of a little bit more security, right? And it's something we've all got to deal with, and it's not an easy thing. It really isn't. It's to be honest with you, it's a pain in the ass. It's something I hate dealing with. But this is what I've come up with over the years, and I do the best I can with the tools I got, and that's all you can do. You know, this is Mother Nature. You have no control over a big old thunderclap right over the top of you and all that, you know, and they can feel it in the ground. It rumbles everything, and usually it happens all of a sudden. It claps, boom, you know, scare the hell out of the dog. So it's not an easy thing. It's something we've got to deal with, and I would look forward to anybody else that's a little bit more familiar with noise aversion and what they do with their puppies and their dogs in general on in situations like this, right? If you're a dog trainer, if you're somebody that feels a little comfortable in explaining how you deal with it and what your philosophies and your theories are, please go ahead, chime in. I'd love to hear it. Mr. Michael Nesbeth, I would really love to hear your points of view on this. If you watch me, and I hope you do, not that I'm really any better than you, but I respect you, dude. You got a lot of good knowledge, and you've got a great way of doing your accent points and how you point out things and how you convey your knowledge to the public. You do a great job, and I respect you. So in that regards, I would love to hear you respond to this and get into the subject of noise and noise aversion, right? It's something we're going to have to be dealing with real soon, in the next week or so. 4th of July, guys. It's coming up, so be aware of it. I thank you very much. You have a good day. Mark Ferrasci, ProTech Dog Training, yakking at the screen once again, talking about dogs and what we've got to deal with in the real world. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.